Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring what lies beneath the darkness. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this solo and semi-competitive role-playing game, where you participate as a horror that has been hired by a faction to wage a war in a victorianesque city, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about character creation. How do you create your horror? Character creation is just a matter of choosing one trait from each of the 6 categories and you are done. You choose, roll, and create. Look briefly over the traits available on the page and go with the one that catches your eye. If you can't decide, roll for it. If no option interests you, create your own and share it with your group for validation. Characters are unique, so 2 players shouldn't choose the same trait. If more than one player is interested in the same trait, come up with variations. Share your interpretation of your traits with the group. Make up stories. Create connections between the characters through their traits. Discuss how you see the traits coming up in play. Let's talk about the 6 categories. You have horror, the supernatural part of you. What powers does it give you? How does it consume you? There is persona, the human side you present to society. How does it help you connect? How does it hinder you? You also have amulet, the artifact you own that carries a mystery. What do you hope it will protect you from? You have faction, the secret group you belong to and work for. How did you end up with them? Why can't you leave them? Then there is hunger, the thing you desperately want and can never get enough of. How do you indulge in it? How do you keep it at bay? Then we have debt, the thing they will not let you forget. Why can't you pay it back? How do they remind you of that? Let's talk about some of the results of the different character traits categories. Remember that you can either roll or choose from these results. So you have under horror the reluctant vampire, the restless specter, the wild lycanthropy. Under persona we have things such as bitter factory worker or eccentric doctor of philosophy. Under amulet we have things such as the book of riddles or the dream dagger. Under faction we have sect of the high hearts or wound of the spider. Under hunger we have power or revenge. Under debt we have Arcibaldo saved your life in the trenches. Or perhaps the red jackals offered you shelter. There are 6 results in total for each category, so there is a lot of variety. And if you don't find something particularly to your liking in these traits categories, you can create your own traits. After you choose your traits, share your vision of the character with the group. That is the name of the character, the description. This is basically an opportunity to further define and weave the traits together, establishing truths and expectations, and really bring your character to life. Celebrate the uniqueness of your character, and show your excitement to learn more about your character and the characters of others during play. It's okay to leave blanks. Maybe you don't know yet the meaning of every single trait you choose. That is yet another opportunity for you to enrich the world as you play out your missions. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about playing the game. So character creation is incredibly simple, because the rules are very easy to understand, and powerfully focused on story, it's very easy for you to create any sort of aberration, pariah, any type of horror that you can think. Maybe you want to play as a star spawn of Cthulhu that was stuck in human form. You can do that. Here you have examples, as I mentioned, of specters, vampires, even fey beings, witches, fallen angels and such. But you can come up with anything. And this applies to your persona, the amulet, faction, hunger, debt, etc. There is a lot of freedom. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.